Sound of siblings, sound of siblings. Road trip vibes and retro cheers. Monday morning we're hitting your ears from concerts wild to TV screens. We're spilling the scoop on the hottest scenes. Chatting about the stars and the shows on the go with your host Imbali and Mo. Woo! Sound of siblings, sound of siblings.
Give me a U. Give me an N.
All the way to
Give me a
Sound
D. What does it give you? Sal. Because we didn't finish it. Sal. Sanmanani, and Makai here.
Welcome back, people.
Welcome. You are tuned in to the Sound of Siblings podcast. I am one of your hosts, Imbali. I'm a jazz musician, I'm a spoken word poet, and I'm calling it Soundofsiblingspod.
And I'm Mo. I'm my little brother. Now, I'm Mo, aspiring lawyer. And yeah, I'm also a bit of a chatterbox these days.
Yeah. More and more of a chatterbox. You know, after every 2 episodes, a Caesar will call me or he message me and be like, I didn't know I had so many opinions. I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, well, I bring it out of you, innit? I bring it out of you. But welcome. Very happy to have you back. At the top of the episode, we just like to remind you.
Please, everyone, please like, follow, and subscribe. And share some of this content, as well as please follow us over on TikTok at Sound of Siblings, as well as Instagram. We are also available on Apple Podcast and Spotify, where we'd appreciate it if you just leave us a comment should you be listening from those platforms.
Yeah, and if you're listening on the audio platforms, please, guys, leave us a 5-star rating. It does wonders for the pod, pushing it out to more and more people. As usual, sizoqala le episode ngokudlala isikhathi sokudlala. All right, so game, but I have to put my lappy here so that you can't see. All right. So Mo, you are obviously Gen Z. Right?
2000, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are obviously Gen Z.
What is it? It's millennial.
So it's boomers,
which is parents.
which is our parents.
Yeah.
Millennials,
That's you guys.
which is me. I would say about
Yeah.
them. Gen Z, which is y'all's.
And then Gen Alpha.
Then Gen Alpha. Yeah. But now they're wanting to catalog it with the 2K, 1Ks as well. So it's rough out here. It's rough out here for a pimp. Okay, cool. So I found these slang.
Okay.
Gen Alpha slang.
Gen Alpha slang.
Yeah, Gen Alpha slang. So it has here the slang word, it has the meaning, and then it has the example. Okay. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you the slang word, you'll try guess, and then if you can't guess, I'll give you the example.
All right, cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, brain rot. We'll start easy.
Brain rot, is that just not like content that doesn't relate or make sense to anything? Type thing, like
the content itself.
Yeah, like it's just random edits or clips from things, or it just doesn't make sense.
Okay, let me give you an example. You're not far off, but let me give you an example. So the example says, I've watched too many skibbity videos. Total brain rot.
Skibbity. Hey. Yeah, what that skibbity, man. Yeah, I think it's just like Disney videos, man. They're not even saying real words sometimes or sentences. Like, it's just random stuff. It's like someone puked out a lot of words or...
You're close. So you have about half of it. So it's spending too much time watching low-quality videos or content or memes that rot your brain, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were half there. Okay, so because I've already used this one, skibbity.
Skibbity is also a word.
Skibbity is a term.
Skibbity. Can you put that in a sentence for me?
The dance is so skibbity.
It's so skibbity. It's whimsical. It's a skedaddle. I don't know. Skibbity. It's whack. Skibbity. No, but it can't be. The dance is so skibbity. It's hip.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
I guess.
Okay, cool. So the term skibbity is a nonsense term used humorously to mean something wild, weird, or cool.
So hip.
Yeah.
Skibbity.
Yeah.
Wild,
Okay.
weird, or cool.
What
are these words, man?
Easy one. You've heard this lots of times. Riz.
Shayla, like
Yeah.
the charisma.
Yeah. Charisma, charm, or flirting ability. Phantom tax.
Phantom tax, I believe that's a podcaster, Nabokai.
Nope.
Wait, Phantom tax.
Remember, this is the slang, not an actual thing.
Wait, but it has to come from him because that's the only person I know with that name.
Okay.
So I think it's when someone comes, like you buy food,
and
then someone comes and takes a portion of that. Like they're entitled to a portion of that.
Oh, I see.
I think because he did it, then it's called the phantom tax.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, you're right. Playfully taking food or a snack from a friend.
Yeah.
But playful for who?
Or like mapa.
Yeah,
you know?
Nix map. When you buy something, I'm saying nix map. I'm not sharing it with you. And then still people will say map.
Like in the corridors, not by everyone else. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do about 2 more. Get.
Bunda, innit? Bunda.
Yeah, that's true. Look at you. Maybe you are a Gen Alpha.
Nah.
All right. Sigma.
Sigma, it would be then the opposite of beta male, right? So Sigma, is that the alpha? Like Sigma, I don't know, but I
Do you want an example?
Yeah, let me hear
it. She's a Sigma, doesn't care what others think.
Yeah, like she's an alpha. She's a powerful one. She's a confident person. She's I don't know, it's like she's the boss babe or some shit. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong?
Boss babe too close to the sun.
I don't know. Sigma, I don't know.
So you're kind of close. It's an independent person who doesn't follow social norms.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were kind of close. Kind of-ish close. Okay. The last one. Okay. The last one is mewing.
Mewing. I'm assuming it's that thing where you rest your tongue on the top of your mouth.
Okay.
For it to not grow, but emphasize your jawline or something like that.
Yeah.
Or when you're biting on, something like that.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
A technique to improve jawline by pressing the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Man. Example, he's been mewing to look better in selfies.
Still young at heart.
Is it working? Am I doing it?
Don't do it now. Let me see. Yeah, it does tuck in.
Body dysmorphia alert. Damn. You already know what aura is or aura points are. Yeah. Do you know what the 6 to 7 is?
I believe there's no context behind it. It's just a random thing that they say, like 6, 7.
Okay.
It fits in everywhere.
Apparently that came from what was that thing that we used to have? That platform before TikTok, where people were making those short videos.
Vine.
Apparently that came from a Vine.
Oh, is it?
Really, really old Vine. Yeah. And then it's kind of made a resurgence, I guess, now, where people are doing it again. I still don't know what the context of the original Vine is, but apparently that's where it comes from.
I've made it a point to from my algorithms, I veil in J. Instead of 6 or 7.
Really?
Even this topic we're gonna speak about today almost didn't appear because of the 7.
Oh, is 7 part of it? Is this part of the group 7 thing?
No. It's the rand manipulation.
Oh,
the fact that it should be 7 rand. So I almost did it. Because everything I'm like, not interested. Please
don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Did you make it to group 7?
I don't know. How do you make it into group 7? Is it a competition?
If you have to ask, you didn't make it into group 7.
I would say, knowing what group 7 is, I would say that I'm in group 7. But
how it works is it comes to you. Group 7, a group just comes to you. So if you didn't see that lady's video of telling you that you're in group 7, you're not in group 7.
So I did see that video, but I didn't think.
Did you see it first before the group
Yes.
7 stuff. Shaky. But
Am I in group 7? Is that what it
maybe.
means to be in group 7? So then do the other groups have other ladies saying you're in group 1, you're in group 6, you're in group... Anyway, all I've been seeing is group 7 content. I didn't even know there were other numbers.
I don't even know what it's about, but it gets the people going.
Apparently it's about being strong and compassionate and empathetic and caring. Ukuthi when we are twala yonke into on your shoulders and you're always there to care for people and uplift people. So that was the game. You did pretty good, actually. I feel like if you had asked me those, I wouldn't have.
Really?
I probably wouldn't have gotten all of them right.
Like, it's very skibbity.
Skibbity, yeah, definitely. Skibbity bop, skibbity paps.
Nah, we can't.
Because skibbity to me reminds me of, what's that guy? Kevin Stage, Tony. Reminds me of Tony's voiceovers with like cats that are like fighting or something. And he says, give him the skibbity paps. Give him the skibbity paps. Oh, no. That's the only thing I know about skibbity. Skibbity doodah as well.
Skibbity doodah.
Yeah, skibbity doodah.
Like when you're singing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's about it. But I think what's really interesting about language and how language is kind of shifting and morphing, but also coming back again, is that every generation feels like it's making their own new language, but it really isn't. It's just a recycling of a previous language,
and then you
or
adapt
whatever
it
the
to
case
whatever
is.
you want it to mean.
Exactly. And I think that most of the wars, the language wars, are happening because every generation wants to claim that they are the first to use this thing. We came out with Riz. People were rizzing millennia ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, anyway, I think it's this infatuation with being a pioneer, visionary, person who's trending, the trendsetter, and people don't actually pay homage to where things do come from as well. But that is the end of UMDLALO.
These people are swaying.
Who's swaying?
The video.
That's fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Do you fix it?
For context.
Or does it sway?
No, it gives the... It actually doesn't sway that much. Yeah, it's just this thing that's... So I remember there was a time we were recording and the phone was doing this, but it didn't actually show up that much.
All right, pretty cool.
Sweet. We're going into the next segment of the pod. We have some really juicy things to talk about. Should we start with your one or should we start with my one?
I think we can start with your one.
Start with my one and go with yours. Okay, cool.
Mine leaves a lot of questions.
Okay.
There's too many questions.
All right, cool. No worries. So, do you want to intro the segment?
Yeah, 100%. So now we're moving on to phase 2. I'm playing, not phase 2, but we're moving on to the next part of the episode. This is called Let's Have a Dialogue. And this is where we come in with topics or current affairs and discuss them. And we did a bit of research and we also have opinions. And yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. So the rand has been going down, but I've come to realize, and I even mentioned in the last episode, the rand is, or at least this exchange thing, is based on vibes,
mood swings,
politics, and mood swings. So what do you know about rand manipulation?
So what I've gathered so far is that it's basically these local and international banks colluding or agreeing to sell our currency for exchange for the dollar at a very high price, right, than what it actually should be.
Yeah.
That would be my understanding of it.
And I would say that even impacts then how the rand moves within South Africa as well, right? And then what it means to buy all of these imported goods as well. Another side thing before we get into this topic very briefly is that our inflation is absolutely nuts. I think we, in terms of the cost of things in South Africa, has gone up about 50% of inflation, whereas regular inflation is sitting at around 28%. So things for us are a lot more expensive than they actually should be at this point in time. Yes.
There's no way brown bread is $20, dude.
Bro, there's no way brown bread is
insane.
There's no way a box of Astros is 50 rand, guys.
A
box of Astros, 50 rand. And also there's this thing called, somebody was on TikTok and they were doing, what a beautiful bird. Oh gosh, do you see it?
Yeah, they're on the floor.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's very skibbity.
Skiving the skibbity.
It's very skibbity.
Skibbity bird right there. That Uguti, things are reducing in quantity, but increasing in cost, right? So, for example, cans of Coke that were 330 milliliters are now 300 milliliters at the increased price.
Oh, they took away the 30...
They took away the 30 mils out of there, right? So this is a trend that we're seeing, is that things are becoming less and less in terms of the quantity, but then the cost of them is rising. And I think this also contributes to this rand manipulation, this falsification of inflation as well. But what I wanted to bring up about this topic, more than talking about the rand manipulation, is that there's currently an ongoing legal battle. So the Competition Commission, which is the one that basically is a regulatory body that regulates how much things cost, how the rand is either being sold, but also how it operates locally for us. So the Competition Commission seeks Constitutional Court's ruling on bank price fixing. Right? And so they've taken the case to the Constitutional Court, which marks a significant development in the ongoing saga, or this alleged collusion amongst banks to manipulate the foreign exchange rate between the US dollar and the rand in particular. Right? The appeal wants to overturn a January ruling by the Competition Appeal Court, right? Which sided with most of the banks accused of price fixing and allowed them to escape these allegations. So I think it allowed about 13 banks, if I'm not mistaken, to go and keep doing whatever it is that they're doing, because they didn't see that there was an issue with this situation. So now we're hoping that with the Competition Commission taking it now to the Constitutional Court, that it might bring up this issue again, but also that it might actually hold the value that it needs to hold in terms of what it means for us to be at $1 to, what is it, $18? Yeah, 1 rand is $18 or something like that, which is absolutely preposterous as well. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh. Okay, so apparently several banks, so the last thing that I'll say on this is that several banks, including Standard Bank, including the horrible Standard Bank, are meanwhile opposing this application, saying that it is not a constitutional issue, nor is it in the interest of justice to grant this appeal. While denying any hand in the rand price fixing allegations, they also say that these allegations against them have caused them tremendous reputational damage. You know what's causing you tremendous reputational damage? Is that you guys don't even have a pardon for student loans. You guys don't actually give back to the South African community in any way as a bank of your own, Standard Bank, as an institution. Somebody could still have a student loan from 1987 and you guys will still be taking out whatever that interest rate is out of somebody's bank account.
Like, still want that bread.
Like what is actually supposed to happen when people are not even getting employment? But that 1,000 rand, 500 rand, 250. Kumeli don't. So, screw you guys, first of all. And secondly, Constitutional Court, please do not let us down. Please don't let us down. Please don't let us down. Yo, can you imagine?
Life would be very different.
Can you imagine?
Things would be very different.
I'd be buying up stuff from America all the time. I'd be buying stuff from America all the time.
That's the other problem, though, that we have as South Africans. We buy in too many international stuff. We don't grow businesses here. We don't support, we don't move the rand amongst ourselves most of the time. You're buying a BMW exported from Germany. Whatever, we spend money. We make money to spend it on what other countries have built. We're never really buying anything that we make ourselves.
I mean, minangitanga makip often?
Fairs.
I'm a sham now in your WhatsApp.
Nah, but that's not the same
chicken
thing.
dust to say,
that's not
our
the same
rand
thing.
is within the community.
No way.
Our rand is circulating within the community.
Where are they getting those chickens? Are they Are they cheap because they were imported
Now
from South
that's
America?
them. That's not me. You said
No, but
I'm not
that's- you must
supporting
know.
local. You said I'm not supporting
You
local.
need to know as a brand, as a person as well as a consumer where your money's going.
Fair. That's true. Well, hopefully they are sourcing them locally as well, but I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But yeah, guys, please, if there's going to be some kind of a petition that is set out, because I know now as a South African conglomerate, we understand what our power actually is and that we can use these types of tools like petitions to be able to petition against something that we don't want or for something that we want. So let's band together if it's needed and can actually influence the Constitutional Court at that level to do this petition. But good luck to us. And I wonder what's going to happen, like, once we actually get this proper and we're 127, what it's going to mean for all of the other currencies. Because right now, with Canada, we're 1-13, if I'm not mistaken. And if we're going to be 1-7 with the US, then we have to be, then we have to be 1-4. With Canada, right? Because that's what it would have to mean, right? Is that everything then has to adjust in terms of the exchange rate, because the Canada can't buy our rand for more than the US is buying our rand when the US is stronger than the Canadian dollar, right? So let's see. But I'm very excited to talk about Mo's subject as well.
All right, so my subject
Diabolical.
this time around, I'm not coming after anyone's beliefs, anyone's aspiration and goals. But transhumanism is a big one.
Yes.
Treating the human body as an avatar. It's crazy.
It is
so
crazy.
BBLs are part of, you see now.
BBL Drizzy.
BBLs, rhinoplasty, if it's not for health benefits.
Any kind of aesthetic surgeries, Botox. If it's definitely for aesthetics. I don't know how they convince
people to get Botox though. That one I don't understand.
You just have to convince them that having a regular face is not good, that you're ugly when you have a regular face, and then giving names to all of the parts of the face that people don't like. Crow's feet, crow's lines. What the fuck is a bird doing on my face? Like, I don't quite understand it.
No, 100%. So transhumanism, to put it simply, it's basically just this idea or practice of taking the human body and trying to say, can we make it live forever? Can we make it better than what it is? Basically just creating a superior human being.
Oh, is that what it is?
At its core.
Okay.
It's just make things better.
So like optimizing, try to optimize the human
100%.
body.
When it comes to looks, athleticism, anything in jail.
Okay. Interesting.
Unless it's for like health benefits. But then you're like, oh, but to live like immortality, that would be a health benefit. Not necessarily, because those things cause problems, right?
They do. And also, like, yes, you can optimize the body on the outside. So you can optimize it when you're like looking at the skin, you're looking at the epidermis. I think that's the layer just under the skin. I think for a lot of these things, they kind of tackle there, unless you're doing like a rhinoplasty, which is literally like bone work or cartilage work and stuff like that. But still, it's not like actual ngapagati inside. So how are you going to optimize your face, but meanwhile your eyes are actually becoming more and more deficient because glaucoma, all of these kinds of things, or just regular eyesight issues. How are you going to optimize your ribs, you know, or sorry, your abs, but like your lungs are collapsing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like ipelela this thing.
And I don't know, because the way they dress it sometimes, it's like, we'll have chips in our arms, in our hands. We won't need to carry around bags with cards and stuff like that. But like, what are we really doing? Like, what's really that mission? I don't get it.
I'm not too sure. I was just briefly, just before we started recording, watched this chick's video, and she was talking about transhumanism, and she did a paper about Bbls, and how it's about projecting, obviously, a different kind of persona that you have, right? So, for example, she was saying, Guti, if even when you guys log offline, so when you close your phone or you close your laptop, if you're going to alter your physical self to match your online self. So let's say when you're online, you're constantly using filters. The filters have eyelashes, or, you know, those filters that make your nose look very weird. You know, the filters that brighten you up and make you look like a ghost. At least I look like a ghost when I try to use like 80% of the filters online. I have to particularly look for a filter that was made by a Black person in order for it to work for me. And that's even like the 1% of the filters that are made by Black people that work for me, because everybody likes to do this like light is right, bright situation, which I don't like. My nose is already tiny, so all of the filters that like make noses smaller fuck up my nose, and I look very weird. So yeah, but like if you use filters online, and then when you're offline, then you're doing appointments and stuff like that. Exactly.
Appearance.
Yes, that becomes transhumanism. Yeah. I'm very interested though in this language that people are using for, you know, a lot of things that are happening, you know, transhumanism, transgender, transmaxing, you know, knowing humans and how we use language, it always makes me a bit nervous when a group like trans folks obviously that word doesn't belong to them, but there's already so many implications within that word. There's already so many things that they experience by society because they're trans. And so now for that to be taken and used in all of these different factions, like I just wonder if there's other words that we can use as opposed to the trans thing, because most of the humans, most of the people are going to encounter this word and they're not going to dig in and say, oh, it's about BBLs or whatever. They're going to be like, oh, it's a gender thing.
It's above me.
Exactly. It's a gender thing. It's a this thing. And so then they start to conflate these things, and then it causes even more issues.
But how chronically online would you have to be to fall into these things? Like, you know, the people that take away some of their ribs just so they can have the snatched look?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like, how are people doing this? Like the guys that are also getting
surgeries,
leg extending surgery. What's going on?
It's beauty standards.
No,
I don't think you have to be chronically online. I think you just literally have to be online and experiencing the right kind of content to influence you into that, right? Because namanje ubheka Kim Kardashian bayikhipha
it's over. That trend is done,
right? So for them, that trend is done. But also, we have to look at what it is that is influencing people to do this. You know, if you look at a lot of the influencers, I think South African influencers are a bit different because we're not necessarily prone to surgeries and doing this kind of stuff that much. But internationally, they are, right? So if you start to look at influencer, who is an influencer? What does an influencer look like? What does it mean to be an influencer? People are aspiring to that. And so then they're figuring out, oh, to be an influencer, I have to do boom, 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 all these things. So then they're doing that thing, and then they come back having readjusted themselves, but they don't get the traction. Because what is actually missing is that, yes, those people are now got BBLs and whatever, but they've been popping and they've been putting in the work even prior
to
that beauty standard, right? The beauty standard is just enhancing whatever it is that they're trying to get. They're trying to get a bigger bag, so I'm going to get a bigger bum. But I was already getting some kind of bag and notoriety.
But how do those things... I mean, they do translate, right? Yeah. Bigger bum, bigger bag, but...
In certain spaces, yeah.
But for all of this feminism and stuff you hear about, you'd assume that women would be against that. That don't pay me more because of my bum. Pay me because I'm a human being and I do the work and I deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, that's just so crazy to me. That's so insane to me.
It's absolutely diabolical. But we must, you know, I think every person needs to figure out, like, is it worth it for you to risk your life? because sometimes you're risking your life on that table. I was watching my favorite podcast I've been watching, Your Auntie's Kid Never, but this is like old episodes now from like 2-3 years ago. So I was watching those episodes and they were talking about a similar thing, and they were saying, Uguti, there was this woman who went to where did she go? I forgot where she went. Is it Morocco or something? I don't know. But she went somewhere to go and get this and whatnot. And then she came back. But she wasn't really like feeling all the way good, you know? So she went to the doctor for a checkup. And guess what?
Wait, did they take a kidney?
They jacked a kidney, bruv.
Yeah.
They jacked a kidney.
Shout out.
Right? So they took out a kidney. And
dang.
One of the things that I don't think is very transparent even to now, you know, even when BBLs have been happening for time, and even we know BBLs are going to keep happening. People are going to keep wanting to do surgeries, BBLs, all these kinds of things. Unless they move the goalpost again. Regardless of that,
I think it's just a thing now.
I think people are still going to be doing this regardless, right? We need to be more transparent about it. We need to be able to see, you know how Dr. 90210, you can see my 600-pound live, all this kinds of, they show you in the surgical room when they're cutting and they're cutting into them and cutting through all the fat and chopping the stomach and making it smaller. If you are a type of person who likes those graphic visuals, you can sit there and watch it. But for BBLs, aiko. You know, and so I think this also goes to show, Guti, there's not a lot of regulation
around it.
BBLs. They were saying, Guti, in the UK, the doctors there didn't want to do BBLs at all because it is a risky thing to do. It is a risky procedure to do. But now what they're starting to do, or at least back then what they've been starting to do, was that they're starting to practice it. They're starting to give BBLs.
So that it's safer.
Exactly, and more regulated as well. But I want to ask you, because I think this topic of beauty standard is always leaned into the women's beauty standards, women getting BBLs, whatever. You just said the men are getting leg extensions, men are getting abs put in, men are getting biceps put in. The fade is probably the lowest level of a beauty standard for men to do it, to grow a beard. Do you know how many videos I had to be not interested in because men are trying to sell us
out there selling like crack cocaine.
Like, what is happening? Horses that are grinding up into whatever. So I want to ask you then, in terms of beauty standard, how is the beauty standard affecting men in particular?
So with men, I don't think there's really, let me just say what I've seen.
Okay.
With men, when it comes to beauty standards, there's not that much. Just go to the gym.
Okay.
And that's about it.
But that's quite a lot. Right? It's not everyone likes the gym.
Yeah, but then it's also, but the problem is that men in society are buyers of things. Right? They're not necessarily doing it for themselves. It's always to get women or to attract women.
Or to impress other men.
Or to impress other men most of the time, right? Which people don't talk about.
We don't talk about, and that's why I mentioned it now. Because you guys don't talk a lot about actually how much other men are in your minds when it comes to how you look, how you present yourself, what you're going to wear.
So, but I just feel like in terms of like bodily things, it would just be the gymming side of things. But other than that, men get away with a lot because they just have to buy the stuff for the woman, and the woman, then like I can buy a girl a BBL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she might fall in love with me, or I might have a good 2 years with her. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
So that recovery period.
Yeah, I can keep this belly. She needs the Gucci slides. You know, you just buy stuff to appease.
Yeah.
But for ourselves, there's not the bar is very low from you.
The bar is very low. The bar is very low. And I don't think it's necessarily women setting the beauty standard for women. I don't think it's women setting the beauty standard for women. I also don't think it's necessarily all like men setting the beauty standard for men.
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of our society and, you know, the structures of the society of music, and especially old time music, you know, with gangsters and whatever, the video vixens that you would see. There was that era where, you know, women all wanted to look like Kate Moss, basically looking sick. Like you don't have any meat on your bones. Yeah,
I think
like
that's the new thing. It's coming back.
It's coming
back. You need to
right?
be really thin now. Like
exactly. You need to look like an ironing board.
They're not playing.
Yeah.
The models were not happy with that whole was it Louis Vuitton? There or was it Saint Laurent?
Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's
yeah,
Secret,
the
sorry.
Victoria's Secret. When they brought on,
they're not having it. They're not having it.
And
they don't want no
whatever.
inclusion. They're not having it.
No, because it's not. Because if you have to include other people, then you also have to contend with actually making clothes that are versatile and can fit different bodies. And some people just don't care for that. That's why even Victoria's Secret to this day makes the largest bra is a triple D. But it's not even a scientific...
assuming that's not the biggest.
No, that's not the biggest. Oh. And because it's not even a scientific calculation of how boobs are and how big a boob can be. Triple D doesn't fit me.
Oh, okay.
And people would say when they look at me, oh, you have double D boobs, you have triple D boobs. No, I am an I. I think I'm an I. So there's a European... Yeah, so there's a European measurement system that basically tries to cover a lot more range. So there's numbers and there's letters. So the letters is your cup size and the number is your like measurement right under your boobs. Okay. That kind of area where the bra is gonna sit really. And so they make sure to accommodate a lot more sizes. I think they even go all the way up to M, if I'm not mistaken. So you can be so you can be like a 22M because your breast itself is big. But your thingy here is much smaller. Okay, exactly. Oh. But I think as well, we have to remember, the numbers thing for fashion industries, for the modeling industry is really, really big. They only operate in the smaller numbers. You only want to be a size 0, a size 1, most of us are size 16s, 20s, whatever and above. You know what I'm saying? So I think even when we're thinking about these body standards or beauty standards, numbers play a really, really big deal. That's why people are so outraged about the Victoria's Secret thing because now it's out of that number scale.
Okay. So now
it's bringing for other people else. Exactly. Yeah. And that elitism goes. It now goes, right?
But
sad.
But yeah, guys, please do let us know what you think about these bodily trends that are happening.
Before we ask them for your opinion. We want your opinion, but wait, you were saying, Gucci, the bar for men is really low. The bar for men is really, really low.
On the floor, bro.
Unless obviously you are the man that feels like you are so polar opposite to what the expectation is.
Okay.
Right.
So you tried.
Yeah. So I think then you would spend more money
working out
in order to try to get the women, right? Because that's what you were saying,
oh,
right? If you look at it as a chart,
as
a bar graph or whatever. I mean, sorry, as a axis, whatever thing, as a graph, right? If you are bigger, so if you're a fat person and you're a skinny man, so you're a fat man and a skinny man, and then what can you get? And the things that you cannot get, or what do you have to do
to get things.
Exactly. The skinny men can do a little bit. The skinny, handsome, normally handsome men, they don't have to do much. They get away with murder. They're breaking hearts left, right, and center, right? Whereas the fat men or the men that are not conventionally attractive, they're the ones that tend to be spending a lot more money because then it's these material things that are having to be represented exactly to people. And I might even go and say, that even is in a racial spectrum.
Okay.
Maybe, white men, Asian men, light-skinned men, they are also on the side of having to do the least.
Okay.
Whereas darker-skinned men,
but
men
I feel like other races, they're strict.
About?
Body. They're strict, bro. White men are strict. Asian men are strict.
About
like
the type of body that they like.
That they think women should have. Have you seen them on TikTok and stuff? Like they don't play. They're cutthroat. There's none of this inclusion.
Tell us more.
They're cutthroat. Like you must just look at some of these people that like. Usually these women that are saying no, the models. It's great that they're getting business and everything, but it's like you guys are very unhealthy, and what you're portraying to kids and other individuals is very unhealthy. Looking like that can be nice when you have those clothes on, but it's not the right way to live.
Okay, and are we talking about like a fat person, or are we just talking about like a general
I'm talking about
person?
I'm talking about me.
Okay.
Basically, white men, that'd be too thickums.
You'd be too thick.
It's cutthroat.
Because they like somebody that they can pick up and throw against the wall. So I think that's
It's
also the
cutthroat.
other
They
thing
don't
sometimes
play.
that comes into this play of like the strictness about the size that you want your woman to be, because you want to be able to dominate them. You want to be able to be domineering. You want to be able to take Lucy and throw her up against the wall. If Lucy is the same weight as you probably cannot throw her against the wall as much, right? So I think that also plays into why some people are more strict. It's not only about, oh, I want a woman who is so thin and whatever, because it's not, no. It's because when shit hits the fan in terms of when you feel triggered and you feel like your physical power is the only thing that you have to defend yourself, you can chuck that bitch out the window, right? So those are also the other things that come into play. But yes, as Mo was saying, give us your opinion, folks. What do you think about body standards, especially in 2025, where we're seeing that body standards are going
Where
bad?
are they going? Yeah. Where do you guys think they're going? What have you seen more of lately? And you're like, here we go again.
I must say that as somebody who, I don't have a big, like, my butt doesn't sit up. My butt sits like at the bottom. Like my bum is bigger at the bottom than it is at the top, you know? I'm only lucky that I have like my belly extends kind of around to the back of my body. So when I'm wearing certain clothes, I know how to dress it to make it look like my bunda is a bunda. But 50% of what you think is bunda is actually my lower back. But let's not even go there. But anyway, I just want, like,
Earth is rife. This Earth experience is insane, bro.
But it's these are the things, and this is how it really impacts people, because even myself, right? I've had people tell me like, yo, you're beautiful, you have nice lips, you have nice eyes, you have big boobs, your body is a nice shape, whatever. But the bum, girl. You be lacking in that department. And I'd be like, wow, that's very rude, first of all, that I'd be lacking.
And this is what then drives an individual
to go and get a BBL or whatever the thing might be, right? But I think for me, I've had to really work through these kinds of body issues, especially that have been projected onto me as a young woman, and also a woman who, in my family's gene pool, were not skinny. There's a few people in the family gene pool that are skinny or that are smaller. Mo, for example, has that gene. Sebe has that gene as well. Sizo Abomabanga, they have that gene as well, But most of us were kind of in like a medium, curvy to like bigger, fatter range. And you have to work really, like, if I want to be skinny like I was when I was in Canada for my first couple of years, I looked sick. But I worked my ass off. I'm telling you, worked out 14 times a week, because I worked out twice every day to get there. And I also didn't really eat that much, right? And so I was harming myself to try to optimize my human experience, but also my human body, so that I can get attraction and I can get all of these things. So I guess it's kind of coming back full circle in terms of when you're trying to optimize the outside, what is happening to the inside, Because even people that go and they get BBL, body dysmorphia, is still there. It's still there. You never feel like your butt is big enough. You still see your small butt. You can go and you can get, that leg extension as a man, and you can actually get to 6 feet. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're still seeing 5'3" you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really tough. And I think that's one thing that we don't sit with a lot, is unraveling ngaphakathi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it can't be that serious. I mean, it can, and it is, but it can't be that serious. Like, leg extensions.
It's very serious, man.
Can't be this serious.
It's very serious. There's if you watch Pop the Balloon, watch Pop the Balloon, you'll actually see how serious it is, because the seriousness is not from the person who's saying, oh, I'm this, I'm this. The seriousness is from a 5-foot-something guy, a 5'3", 5'4" guy, walks into the room, right? And then all the women that get interviewed, no, it's because you're short, no, it's because you're short, no, it's because you're... A curvy woman who... I wouldn't consider her fat, but a curvy woman will come in, she can fill out all of her clothes, They go interview the guys. Why are you guys on? Oh, no, she's just too thick for me. Like, you're nice and whatever, but you're just too thick for me. So we are constantly throwing these daggers at each other and projecting. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten to a place where like, have we not gotten to a place where because I'm sure there's surgery for extending your shoulders and having broad shoulders.
Guys,
I'm definitely sure there's that surgery to extend the broad shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people can get the thigh gap. Maybe you can go for surgery. They could carve your thighs so you have a thigh gap.
And these surgeons should be focusing on groundbreaking medicine, man. Not these things, man. I guess it is
cosmetic
money.
Surgery is money.
Because also the facelifts that I'm seeing now, whatever update it is that they are there in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Are they no longer doing the lion look?
What's the lion look?
The lion look is where people go and they basically want to look like cats.
I don't know what that is.
I'm going to show you pictures and I'll put some pictures in here as well. But there's this one lady. She's actually quite famous. She was famous already, but she also became more famous because of that.
Okay.
But more and more, as you can see, the progression of her surgery on her face, plastic surgery, she literally looks like a lion. Like you can put a lion and you can put her and you see that she looks like a lion. And then you start to see that a lot of people are actually going for this cat-like look.
Oh, no. I was just talking about Kris Jenner's new face.
You said that the last time as well, and I honestly did not even go Google and see what her new face looks like, but...
Her face is facing. Her face is...
facing. Is it facing the front?
No, it's facing the front. It's... I hate to say it. Gorgeous. She looks good, bro. She looks snatched. Shout out to them, bro.
Wow. Now they're really doing it. But the silly thing, or the annoying thing about all of these things...
Yeah.
You have to keep them up.
Yeah.
I think every year or so, you have to go back and do something to your BBL to maintain it.
Really? Like my pompanya
or something, yeah. You have to go and fix that. If you these Botoxes, you have to keep getting Botox injections. These lip fillers, your lip is gonna deflate.
But the Botox, and I don't mean to, I never, tell women how to do things. Okay. Right? You gotta be careful.
And then you're gonna tell us how to do things, okay?
But they gotta stop with that. Like this, there has to be a serious recall to people that create Botox. This is out of hand. Those faces don't look normal.
It don't move.
Their lips are about to burst.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know if you're coming or going. Like, it makes no sense, dude. Because even men have Botox. Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, men are doing Botox. My thing with the whole beauty standard thing is that it's always talking about what the women are doing. Men are laying down on surgical tables day in, day out doing it. The only thing is that they're not increasing their butt. I promise you, if men were increasing their bums, we would be talking about men's BBLs. So? But I would say that men are doing surgeries and whatever at the same rate as women are doing these surgeries and whatever. But it's just not spoken about. It's just not platformed. And I wonder then what happens when it's not platformed and it goes wrong. Right? Because so right now, these things are these things are platforms. BBL can go wrong. They can take your kidney, all this kind of stuff. Then people are becoming aware. Maybe there'd be regulations and stuff. But for men who are going and extending your knee, what if one knee is one leg is extended, the other one isn't extended? You know? What even happens when you extend the leg?
They break it. So they come into one of your bones. I'm assuming, not your femur. This would be the femur, right? Or is that
the femur is this one.
So I think they crack your femur.
Yeah.
And then they apply rods to it on the sides, so that then there's a gap. And then your body will then, over time as it's healing, naturally fill that gap.
So y'all are going without bones.
Yeah.
Y'all are literally altering your bones.
Literally.
Your skeleton. For vibes.
It's out of hand.
For vibes. When actually women were telling you that they didn't like you because you were short, you're going to be 6 feet tall, they're still not going to like you because actually there's something else
that they
didn't like you for. But it was easy to tell you about the height. You know?
It's too much.
Because you don't think it'll be too damaging. Kanti your butters.
And I don't. It's that one that concerns me with where transhumanism is, where we're taking out ribs, we're breaking bones. What are we doing? And
What are we
they
doing?
love this thing. Yeah, it was done in ancient times. A lot was done in ancient times. Did y'all forget?
Was there in ancient times?
Did y'all forget?
Yeah, people forget.
Ah, man, guys, no, man. But anyway.
People forget. But that's absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Guys, be careful. And let's educate the young people about, the beauty standard and that actually the beauty standard is bullshit. And that it's not something that we should be aspiring to. To look at what Kris Jenner is doing, Kim Kardashian is doing, to even look at what, what's her name? Our
very own.
Our Asian chick now.
Kanyimbao.
Yeah, look at, our Kanyimbao. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what Kanyimbao is doing for her, but I just want there to be this awareness for young children that you don't have to alter yourself to feel beautiful, to feel like you fit in, all of this kind of stuff. This also, builds into bleaching. Skin bleaching creams and stuff like that, where people are trying to get lighter, but you're actually burning your skin. So you end up with scars, your knuckles are a different color than your fingers, your ears are different. Like, instead of, while you're trying to aspire to be better and more beautiful, you actually do the reverse, and you take away from your natural beauty as well. But we need to water people more. We need to tell more people that they're beautiful,
they're okay,
that they're good looking,
they're fine,
exactly,
they're doing well. Like, you're on the right path as long as you're still alive.
I think we really need to start. I think that's how we counter it. Is we start to be the people who are saying to guys, you're handsome. You might not be my cup of tea, but you're handsome. You're good looking. You know, you might not have a butt, Imbali, Engulu, that sits up and only sits underneath your coccyx. But it's fine, because you can still, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be telling each other, Mo, you're handsome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Mo.
So guys, now if you're listening next to someone, take this as your opportunity. Look at them. Let them know that they're all right. That they're beautiful.
That they're beautiful.
They're just fine.
Yeah, that they're attractive in their own way, in their own right as well, but that they're attractive. But don't do it sarcastically, Yeah, really mean it, guys. Let's build each other up, because at the end of the day, you're going to look around you and all these people are going to have changed and look very different. And we still don't know, because yes, BBLs have been happening for a long time, but I think they're happening at a higher rate now. This knee extension, breaking the leg thing,
I think it's
happening at a thing now. So I think everything is getting so exacerbated. Is there an 80-year-old with a BBL? Is there an 80-year-old with an extended leg situation? Is there an 80-year-old that had their ribs taken out and so that they can have abs? Right? Like, what actually happens in old age? Because we already know now, there's arthritis, and there's arthritis on a person who was an athlete, who is fine, who is quote unquote healthy, right? You have now broken your bone, put in Tsimbi. Now your body has had to grow the bone. Like,
nah, that's OD. That's absolutely over the line.
Breaking your bone.
But I wonder, like, I think if we sat down with some of the people in the Asian community, I think there's a lot of surgical procedures we don't even know about. Because they be chopping in, those people are like human avatars. They be chopping and changing.
Did you know?
I want my mom's jaw. As she passes away, let's get her jaw. Like, hey, they be doing the most.
That's a bit extreme. That's a bit extreme.
Nah, they be doing the most.
That's a bit extreme, but I do hear you. Actually, in some Asian communities, if I'm not mistaken, they are so particular about the beauty standard that they, even from a very young age, will put their kids in smaller shoes than their actual shoe size.
Why?
So that they can mold their foot to be smaller. Because being a petite person is important. Guys,
the game is gone. We've lost the plot. We've been here too long.
The game is absolutely gone. But yeah, they're doing that. They keep their kids in the house so that their kids can be fair and lighter. That's why you'll see in a lot of places. I saw in Vancouver a lot. Is it North Asian Because I know South Asians are different. But anyway, a lot of Asian folks, they be walking around with umbrellas. The palest person you've ever seen walking around with an umbrella at the tinge of light and sun.
They don't want
right?
no melatonin.
They don't want no melatonin because, again, it's that same thing, right? Where if you are lighter and fairer, it gives us this impression that your family was rich enough so that you could spend time in the house. You didn't have to go work outside. Right?
But I know they probably like for their 16th birthdays get like nose jobs and stuff, no?
Maybe.
Because
maybe
there's too many, like nose jobs are so normal. People are like, yeah, I'm saving up for a nose job. When's I need? Like, no, guys. But anyway,
it's absolutely not.
Do what makes you happy, but also don't. Right?
Do what makes you happy, not what you think is gonna make you happy. Do what makes you happy as well. Damn.
Anyway.
What a thing. What a situation. We're gonna move to the last part of the pod, and that is UPELEPELE ngoba indaba ziyashisa. This is a place where we also get to vocalize any of our hot takes. I do just want to jump in here right now and say, Uguti, guys, we need to keep all eyes on what's happening in Sudan right now. There was a massive attack and basically like a killing spree of the Sudanese people. There is a lot of people that are right now posting about the fact that even these blood-stained regions can be seen from outer space. So actually there's satellite images that are able to detect, the blood and the rubble and all of that kind of stuff as well. Okay. For me, I feel like it's just so unnecessary and very devastating that people have to go to the extremes of saying, look, the satellite images are even picking up the devastation, for people to actually be like, there's actually devastation here, for that's first and foremost. Secondly, fuck all of y'all that have just gone out to go buy the new iPhone. Even now, when a popular influencer that we were talking about last week, and we were saying shout out for the thing that you're doing for your community at the end of the week, at the end of the year. Fuck you for buying a new iPhone, because clearly you don't give a shit about what's happening in the Congo and what's happening to those children that are dying in those mines. That are dying just in general because they are forced to be working day in, day out, night and bloody day to get that cobalt that's going to power your phone. Fuck the UAE, United Arab Emirates, whatever. Fuck y'all guys, because you are also responsible for what is actually physically happening in Sudan and in the Congo with your absolute obsession with gold that doesn't even come from your own lands. So fuck you guys. And lastly, fuck you, Bill Gates, for now coming out and saying, Uguti, climate change, I was wrong. There's no such thing as climate change.
Did he say that?
I just made it up. Yeah. And then Donald Trump tweeted, Uguti, he just won the war against climate change because of Bill came out and said everything that he had said, he was wrong, he was mistaken. Fuck you, especially because of what's now just happened to Jamaica with this huge hurricane that's just come through and destabilized a lot of that region. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, elite. Fuck you if you want to be in the upper class and disregard other people. Fuck you, Msunwen. And Elamanj. And I'm not going to bleep any of this. Msunwen.
So maybe mom, don't watch this episode?
Yeah, mom, don't watch this episode. Dad, don't watch this episode. But no, because it's frustrating, dude. It's frustrating. The only reason you and me are sitting here recording this podcast is because they haven't chosen to destabilize us in that way.
Fairs.
We're just not at that point yet. They've just not decided to put bombs on us yet. But we could be the very people that are crying without a house, saying, Uguti, we need aid and we need support. It's purely luck at this point.
Yeah.
It's purely luck at this point, because there's shit going down in the Eastern Cape where they found other minerals now that they're trying to dig up. And so they're trying to get all those people that are in that community near there to move.
So they're trying to displace it.
Exactly. Right? So it's just literally chance and luck. But it's Katsenu says, mark my words, if you guys are not going to get sense and actually care about the people who are far from you and realize that it's actually the person next to you. What's happening in America with the ICE raids? Those are people's neighbors. Children have been pulled out of school by ICE.
It's rife. Because khona manje la ngaphandle.
Nyantel. Do you have any hot takes?
I do.
Okay.
I think I do.
Okay.
Men buying women flowers.
Okay.
In this day and age.
Okay.
Is much for me.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I feel it has less to do with buying a woman flowers than how people will perceive me as soon as they know that I bought her flowers.
Fair. So are the men buying the flowers and then posting?
No, we're not posting it, but we know that you're posting it, and everyone associates
you with
me with those flowers because I bought them, right? So now it's like, in terms of when Imbali and your boyfriend,
that you are,
and you're looking at Khotsato and her boyfriend, and Khotsato just posted flowers.
Yeah.
There's sort of a difference. Not a difference, but there's like a ranking then of Amachita as my boyfriend. So then, I feel like
then Khotato's boyfriend is then a better boyfriend at that point than my Jomo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But meanwhile, Uchomoam is
doing
actually paying my bills. He's making sure that my fridge is full. Uchomo is making sure if I have children, the children are taken care of. Jomo and I see each other constantly. Jomo and I actually like each other, regardless of loving each other. We actually like each other, right? But meanwhile, Khotatso's boyfriend just buys the flowers, but Khotatso doesn't hear from her boyfriend for weeks at a time.
But I think as long as I post I like her, I buy 12,000 and stuff like that. So my hot take is that men buy flowers for women for attention.
Fair. From other men.
From whoever.
Okay.
From whoever. But I think men buy, like the ones that, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this. But like, every week.
Every week.
Bouquet.
It's nuts.
I wouldn't say it's nuts, but when I see those, I know what's happening there.
Okay.
Like, I know exactly what's happening. I clocked it.
You clocked it. Damn. All right. Shit.
That's my heart.
Apparently, there's this thing that's happening by Biza, a bullet coffee, and they put butter in coffee.
I saw that, and I blocked that from the algorithm. So what the fuck are we doing? Next thing, you'll be justifying blending chicken and lemonade.
We need to do a taste tester. We're going to do a taste tester. There'll be an episode where we're tasting and testing a lot of things that we find on TikTok. One of those things that we taste test is this butter in the coffee.
So you make regular coffee and then you put butter in there. Guys.
You can make regular coffee and put like a spoon or teaspoon of butter in there. You can make, somebody made like a butter syrup thing, where they made it fancy. So then they just do a couple of pumps of the butter solution.
Probably has the labels as well now.
Bruh, I don't even understand.
Unsalted, salted on the right.
I think I probably watched like 10 videos before I got over it. And not one of those videos was a doctor, specialist, anybody actually...
Your heart must be beating...
The cholesterol.
It must be trying to leave the rib cage. What is going on? Hey.
The cholesterol. And because we also know that there's different levels of butter. There's different qualities of butter, So if you don't have a lot of money and you're buying just your regular everyday butter and somebody else is buying a butter that costs like 50 Rand a bar or whatever, that's a different level of butter. Now, what guys, don't be just
but
doing
we'll
things.
try it. Maybe we'll actually try it for this episode. We'll add it in.
Okay, because I haven't had my cup of coffee today. Oh, no, but I don't want to fuck up the first... No.
That's how it has to be.
I need to go to the bank and deal with that system. I cannot be fucking up my system before dealing with the bank.
Come on.
No, we'll do it another time. Yeah, that really is the end of the episode.
Please, as always, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Find us over on our TikTok, Instagram, at Sound of Siblings, as well as Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Yeah! And don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating. What are you going to say?
I was about to say, I was Mo.
You can still say it.
5-star rating, as always.
Yeah.
I've been Mo.
And I've been Imbali.
And together,
we have been the Sound of Siblings podcast. Why did we have to look at each other? But we haven't actually said it in unison for a minute. Yeah, we used to say it in unison, but we don't say it in unison anymore. But folks, again, just lastly, thank you so much for tuning in. We are up on our subscribers. We've gained a few subscribers. No, like even more than that time when we checked in.
Really?
Yeah, we're up on subscribers, which is really amazing. So thank you everybody for continuing to subscribe. Early beginnings, you know, if you want to come on, if you want to have a dialogue with us, you want to be a guest on the podcast, please feel free to email us. I'll put the email in the video, but also in the description as well. Email us and see if you want to come and take a seat next to us and chat about something, because when we blow up, I'm not saying if, when we blow up, the schedule might be a little bit too hectic to fit you in. So come in now. Come in now. Anyway, see you guys next time.
Cheers.
Bye.